Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for virtual roadshows selling luxury travel and also Insider Travel Report. And we're here today to talk about accommodations, luxury accommodations. And we have three very different types of accommodations represented on this panel. You're going to find more about villa rentals. You're going to find out about luxury all-inclusives, and you're going to find out about boutique luxury resorts. And I'm going to get right to it to introduce our panel. First, I have Willie Fernandez, who's Chief Marketing Officer for Rental Escapes. Hello, Willie. How are you?
Hey, James, I'm doing well. Great to see you again.
Absolutely. Then we have Jaimie Robinson, who's Leisure Sales Manager for Princess Hotels and Resorts in Jamaica. Hey, Jaimie, how are you doing?
Doing great. Pleasure being here.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have Claire De-couto, who is the Assistant Manager for Azura Bermuda, a luxury property in obviously Bermuda. How are you?
Thank you, James. I'm good, thanks.
Okay, we're going to get right down to it and ask each of you to describe your different accommodation options. Let's start with you, Willie. Rental Escapes, describe the company and what it offers.
Yeah, so James, we are a villa rental company that really pride ourselves in creating very personalized experiences for guests. We have a portfolio of approximately 5,000 properties in over 170 destinations on 4 continents.
Mhm.
We've got everything from a 1 bedroom to a 37 bedroom property. We have private islands. And what's really important about the portfolio, and for the travel advisors, extremely important, is that every property in the portfolio has been fully vetted and inspected by us. Nothing makes it into the portfolio if those properties do not meet our standards.
Right.
And for the advisors, just knowing that the quality of that luxury villa is there is so important.
Now, and in fact, one of these your villas is right behind you with a kind of Star Wars theme, right?
This is one of our villas right here in Orlando. As you know, I'm based here in Orlando, and these villas are about 9 minutes away from the main gates of Walt Disney World. This is one of my favorite villas here in Orlando with the Star Wars themed bedroom. And we've got villas with bowling alleys, ice skating rinks, 2-story laser tag room with an old retired New York City police car in it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they just keep getting bigger and better. There's a brand new one that I'm gonna go take a look at next week. It is a fully interactive villa, completely state of the art. It'll sleep about 45 guests, and I'm really excited to see it next week.
Only 45. Oh, that's pretty.
Well, it's small when you consider the largest villa that we have is a 37 bedroom. Accommodating 45 guests in one villa is actually small compared to the 37 bedroom villa we have.
Okay, a lot of options there. Now let's move to Jaimie of Princess Hotels and Resorts Jamaica. Talk a little bit about your resort, if you could.
All right, so Princess Hotels and Resorts, pretty much unique. I could like to call it the unicorn concept within the Princess chain because it's the first luxury resort within the chain. So we just opened two brand new resorts, newly built, last year November. So we're the new kids on the block. We opened Princess Grand Jamaica, which is our family-friendly resort, still luxury, and we have Princess Senses the Mangrove, which is our adults-only resort, with 1,005 suites in total to include 14 overwater villas. The overwater villas can actually be found on the adults only side of the property. So one of the elevated experience or premium or luxury experience we offer within the luxury concept is the Platinum Club. Being a part of the Platinum Club, guests have access to butler service, upgraded amenities. They also have access to the Platinum Lounge for check-in, private checkout, as well as their dining experience from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, access to a solarium that has an infinity rooftop pool, an infinity bar, as well as there is a privatized area on the beach. There are lots of gastronomy options. We have 14 restaurants, 16 bars. There's so much more, and I'm sure James will ask me more questions about the resort.
Absolutely, and it is interesting. I drove by it last fall. I'd never seen it before, but hopefully I'll get back there and to see the real thing one of these days. Uh,
Absolutely.
Now let's move to the sort of more boutique option, Azura Bermuda. Claire, tell us a little bit about your property.
Thank you, James. So Azura Bermuda is a stunning oceanfront retreat located on the cliff edge of the Bermuda South Shore. We're just 10 minutes away from the city of Hamilton,
Mhm.
but when you're here, it feels like a peaceful escape. All of our suites and rooms have uninterrupted views of the Atlantic Ocean. We have 60 beautifully designed rooms and suites. Our rooms are just standard hotel rooms, but our suites are apartment size. They have full kitchens, wash and dryer, curated for families. We also have suites that have jacuzzi tubs on our balcony. So while you enjoy the views of the Atlantic, you can also be enjoying a jacuzzi. We also have a brand new restaurant that just opened last year, December, called Surf. That's a seafood based and a Mediterranean restaurant, and it's fine dining. And we also have our poolside restaurant for casual dining.
Fantastic. A lot of options there for a small hotel. Now, let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to move to you, Jaimie, about, has anything changed in what luxury travelers want in accommodations? What are the trends that you are seeing?
Absolutely, James. I think it has evolved. Back in the day, lots of travelers would be looking for a villa, secluded villa away from everything and everyone. But over the years, we've recognized that luxury has actually merged and has actually get married with, all inclusive. So we find that, as I made mention of the platinum concept, where people are looking for that butler service within the all-inclusive options, we see people gravitating to that. We also see people gravitating to like the overwater villas. So they know that travelers realize they don't have to travel all the way around the world to experience that kind of experience as well. So they have that option as well. Also, some luxury travelers are looking for a sensual experience as well. So within the Princess Senses the Mangrove concept, we have what is called the O Club. But the O Club is for guests who are interested in a elevated sensual experience.
Right.
So for that room category, for example, guests have the opportunity to have their own beds, a mirror in the ceiling. Guests staying in that secluded area have the opportunity to go topless, not fully nude, but just topless within that area to sunbathe and things like that. So it really has evolved.
Well, that's an evolution. I'll get it done. That's
Yes.
different. Now let's talk a little bit. Claire, same question. Have you seen anything change in what luxury travelers want in accommodations, and what are the trends that you're seeing?
Yeah, so there's definitely been a shift in that. Today's luxury travelers are looking for more of beautiful accommodations, but I have to agree with Jaimie because they also want that privacy, that curated, personalized experience, meaningful. They want local experiences, and Azura is leaning more towards curated experiences, enhanced wellness options, and also a focus on creating a sense of escape from their busy life.
Absolutely.
Because of
Yeah.
in Yeah, because of Bermuda's location, it's easy to get a direct flight from numerous places in the U.S. So just that sense of escape, and not having to take multiple flights to Bali or anything like that, you can still get that great weather, that good experience, that good beach experience. So it's definitely been a shift.
Well, I always tell people Bermuda is really not that far away, a couple hours, and now you even have your own dedicated airline.
Yes, Bermuda Air.
Yeah, so it's definitely easy to get to.
Yeah.
And Willie, same question on trends. Has anything changed in what luxury travelers want in accommodations? What are the trends? And does everyone want to sleep in a Star Wars villa?
Not everybody wants to sleep in a Star Wars villa. But you know, prior to the pandemic, what we were seeing was guests were booking a villa and they were more focused on the villa, and then they were asking, well, what is there for me to do?
Mhm.
Post-pandemic, that has really reversed itself. So now we're getting guests who are contacting us. They're saying, I want to go to the Turks and Caicos and I want to go horseback riding and ATV riding and I want to go to the fish fry and I want to go bone fishing. Where do I stay? Right. So for luxury travelers, it's really become a lot more about the experience. And then what we have carefully done in the portfolio is that we're constantly looking for villas that will elevate the experience for the guests. So there's also a lot of experiences that are being brought into the villa. Everything from masseuses, birthday parties. Here in Orlando, we will do character breakfasts for guests. So, the overall experience for the guest has really become elevated, and we're seeing guests really asking for unique experiences.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, and that's what your villas in each case delivers. Let's move to you, Claire, for the next question. You already talked a little bit about it, but who is the right luxury client for the kind of accommodations that you offer?
Well, whether it's couples seeking a romantic getaway, friends looking for a wellness escape, or families with young children because of our suites and how they have full kitchens. Also, professionals combining business with leisure. Azura appeals to those who want a sense of elevated experience in a stunning natural setting. So many of our guests they appreciate the flexibility of our fully equipped suites and peaceful atmosphere, and thoughtful amenities that we make our stays, the longer stays or shorter stays, more comfortable and easy.
Absolutely. Now, moving back to you, Willie, who's the right luxury client for your kind of accommodations? But you have so many, that's a hard one.
It is, and James, as a former travel advisor myself at one point in my career, one thing that I learned is luxury means something different to everyone.
Right.
So, in our portfolio of villas, we cast a very wide net in terms of price point, because what is luxury to one guest at, let's say, $500 a night would be to another guest at $50,000 a night. So we cast a very wide net. But in terms of clientele, multi-gen continues to be our number one clientele coming into the villas, but we've also started to see an increase in corporate retreats. We've also started to see an increase from life coaches who are looking to bring retreats to the villas, where again they are in their own private space. But we have a villa to accommodate any guest. Again, from a couple looking for a 1 bedroom, all the way to 70 plus guests looking for a 37-bedroom villa.
Yeah, so it's a wide range, but
It is a wide range.
You can find a villa for anyone, I guess, at this point. Yeah. Let's talk to you about Princess Jaimie. Who is the right luxury client for Princess Hotels in Jamaica?
Pretty much anyone that is looking for an elevated experience, from a single traveler to a couple to a family trying to get away and having that elevated experience while they're away. We have 14 room categories for the family resort. We have 11 room categories for the adults only resort, 1,000 suites, as I made mention, in total. So there's pretty much something for everyone. We have a large conference space. So we cater to MICE business as well. We have a dream island, a literal island that is detached from the resort. It's a trending location for weddings. So we also appeal to wedding travelers. So just about something for every kind of traveler in the same space.
Absolutely. That's so there's now let's talk on the reverse side. What should travel advisors consider when deciding on where to book a luxury client, an upscale client? And we're going to start with you, Willie. I mean, well, you were a former travel advisor. How would you suggest that they look at, all like the resorts and accommodations that are represented here, but there's such a wide diversity of places to go. How do you choose the right one for the right client?
I'm biased towards the villas. And when you have guests that are looking for that private time, that private space, and they want to keep the entire family together, the villa is ideal. I never want to take away from a hotel or a resort, but if there's 10 or 12 of you that are traveling, it's very possible you could be booked in different buildings. It's very possible you could be booked on different floors, versus at the villa, you're all together. So, when you have guests that are really looking for that sense of togetherness, when you have friends and families looking to be able to celebrate and create memories together, really the villa is one of the best options.
Absolutely. Now, same question for Jaimie. You've already described it. How should travel advisors consider? What should they consider when in deciding, even within your own wide range of accommodations, what's the right client?
I really just think travel advisors have to take time out to know the product. And when they get to know the product, they can tailor the experience. Because, for example, I will be doing a site inspection with a travel advisor and they go, they will be silent for the trip. And until we get to a particular room category, they're like, oh my God, I have just the kind of clients for this kind of room category. So it's pretty much to understand the different products that are out there, or in my case, this product, and understand the different room categories and the amenities. And when they do understand those, they'll be better able to customize and tailor based on each client that they pretty much need to recommend a resort to.
Absolutely. Now, let's close it out with Claire. What are you seeing in terms of, what should travel advisors consider when looking at your hotel and others in terms of where they want to book their luxury clients?
So at Azura, we send out to travelers that are looking for a peaceful getaway. It's pretty quiet here at Azura, but also our unique amenities. So our seafed ocean pool that I mentioned before, that's like a one in a lifetime experience. It's right on the beach. And also, of course, our fully equipped suites that includes the kitchens. It's a big plus for guests who would prefer the option to cook or feel at home. So we also have 2 restaurants on property, given that option as well. But we also offer for the kitchen, they can have a private chef, also to make that experience different from all the other places that we have in Bermuda. But Bermuda offers, like each hotel offers something different. So it really depends on the client. But like Jaimie said, you need to, like the travel advisor, they would need to know what their clients are looking for. So yeah.
So let's go to the final question. I'm going to start with you, Jaimie. It's not the final question, but next to final question. Have luxury clients become more demanding and discerning? What has changed in what they want? And you can talk a little bit about the food because I think that's a major thing we were talking about earlier. What do you think has changed in what luxury clients want?
I really think they have become more demanding, especially when people pay premium, they expect to be treated as king and queens when they get to the resorts. And as you made mention of food, a lot of people now are traveling more for the gastronomy experience, People, I will get an email, for example, from a travel advisor saying, Jaimie, hey, I have 2 clients here celebrating anniversary. The husband loves seafood. Please try to get him a reservation at the seafood restaurant, that kind of thing. So no, people want what they want, especially when they're paying for premium or they're expecting a premium or luxury experience. So they have become more demanding with their butlers. For the categories that have the butlers, they want to see their butlers right around the clock, and they're going to ensure the world knows that they have a butler. So definitely, they have become more demanding, and as a result, these premium experiences, we really have to ensure that what we offer is pretty much elevated and matches what we're marketing pretty much.
Absolutely. Well, I got to tell you, I've never figured out what to do with my butler. I use them to make reservations at restaurants. Like if I was coming to your hotel, I'd say, okay, well, can you set up all the reservations that I need for the week or something like that?
But
Which
just
is
to
a
drop
good,
that in, or butlers, from unpacking to repacking and
right.
everything in between, they assist.
No, that is true. I know. I guess I'm not used. I don't have a butler at home. I know you guys all do, but this is the thing. But now, so all right, let's move on. So the same question for you, Claire. Have luxury clients become more demanding or discerning? What has changed in what they want?
Um, it's definitely been a change on what they want. I feel like it is about exceptional service, but also something personal, like something that really resonates
Mhm.
with them. So here at Azura, we really try to create those moments for them. Like even if it's an excursion off property or a wellness experience in their suite, we want them to leave with something that they can remember. And I feel like luxury has changed in that way.
Mhm.
Like I said, yes, they want that exceptional service, that 5-star service, but it's also that experience that resonates within them. And also like for food, we're talking about fine dining, farm to table. They always want to know if we're being sustainable and all that. So those experience also bring luxury. So
No, that it absolutely is happening that way. And let's close this out, if you could, Willie, for rental escapes. Are you seeing luxury clients becoming more demanding and discerning to the point where you now have to create all these different villa experiences all around the world?
I wouldn't say they're more demanding. I would say they are much more, I don't want to say educated either, but they're much more informed, right? They are coming to us knowing exactly what they want to do and what they want to experience when they're in destination. Oftentimes what I talk about is post-pandemic for a lot of luxury clients, and I even look at myself as a traveler, where experiences and destinations that used to be on my bucket list have now quickly moved over to a to-do list.
Right.
And we're seeing more and more of that within the villa world and within the luxury space, to where, destinations and experiences that, once I used to dream about or I've put off, I now want to do those now. So, a huge destination for us is Costa Rica. And guests are coming into Costa Rica and they want to go into the rainforest and they want to go zip lining, or they want to learn how to surf for the very first time, or they want to interact with the sloths. So, we're seeing really those kinds of experiences being asked for to us by the guests.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Willie, we'll stick with you for the final question, which is where can travel advisors go to find out more about, in your case, rental escapes, and how you can book rental escapes? And I know you do a tremendous training and education program for travel advisors as well.
Yeah, so first and foremost, May is Travel Advisor Appreciation Month. So, to all the advisors who are watching us here today, just know we appreciate you. We appreciate just the overall level of support that you provide each and every one of us, and just the tremendous job you do preparing guests going on vacation. And at Rental Escapes, for the entire month of May, as our way of saying thank you, we are celebrating you, and we're going to be providing a bonus commission of up to $5,000 for every villa booking made in the month of May.
Wow.
You can visit us at rentalescapes.com. At the very top in our navigation, you'll see a link that says Travel Advisors. That is your travel advisor portal, and it is filled with information. It is filled with marketing material. If you click on the marketing resources tab, you will see our brand new collection of interactive, unbranded magazines. These are tools that we've created for you to really help you grow your overall business. James, you talk about it. I was a former travel advisor at one point in my career, so oftentimes I'm wearing my hat when I'm sitting, when I'm putting marketing together, just asking myself, what other tools can we put together as a company to really support the travel advisors and help them grow their business? So you'll find all of those tools, and there's a lot more coming on the travel advisor portal on rentalescapes.com.
And of course, then after this is over, everyone can go down to the virtual trade show floor and go to your booth and find out even more. And I'll be urging people to do that at the very end as well. And Jaimie, Princess Hotels and Resorts Jamaica, where can travel advisors find out more about your property?
All right, so princess-hotels.com. So that's princess-hotels.com. That's all the hotels that we offer around the world, but we're here talking about Jamaica. So you scroll down to the destination, you find Jamaica, and that's where you find all the information that you need. At the bottom of the page, there's Dreams Princess. That's where you find all the company's assets, videos, fact sheets, photos, all of that. And for Travel Advisors Month, we're actually going to be doing a promotion on that same website. Whenever you're searching for dates, there's a promotion code that we use, TA2025, and that will automatically, once you do a booking of a minimum 3-night stay, it automatically enters you into a raffle for a 3-night stay in an overwater villa.
Oh,
Right? So
that's nice.
yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, and let's, Claire, bring us home here. Azura Bermuda, tell us more about where travel advisors can find out more about your property.
They can head over to our website. It's azurabermuda.com. So AZURA Bermuda.com. Under the stay page, there's fact sheets and different things in all room categories. So all the information they can find there. For content or anything that they need to use, they can email reservations at azurabermuda.com, and they can request that information.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank all three of you for participating in this panel. It's been great, and we didn't even have a regular hotel here, so like a what you would call your standard luxury hotel. We've got a boutique resort in Bermuda. We've got a wonderful luxury property, big one in Jamaica, and of course we have rental escapes with all the different options that they have. So this shows you kind of the vast array of luxury accommodations that you can book for your clients. So hopefully this has been helpful to understanding that. And now that we are done, I urge you all to go down on the trade show floor, the virtual trade show floor, and all of these folks have booths there, and you can find out even more about their different properties and their products. Again, thank you guys. Thank you for joining me here, and we'll hopefully see you soon.